Story number one, review number one, it's the Huawei Ascend P6. The Ascend series is very premium for them, and the P series is all about world records. One of the first phones they took out was the world's thinnest smartphone. This one is a startling piece of hardware. I'm going to start off by just telling you, super thin. When you feel it and hold it in your hand, you feel it's almost impossibly well built. Very solid, yet very thin. So I like the combination of these two things. But there are some other things in this phone that I really like. First and foremost, they give you a very interesting case with it. For those who say a case with the phone, what's the big deal? You've got to see this case to really understand. It's like a hard silicone, yet works very well, and it's perfectly suited to the phone. It's a kind of a translucent white. I think it's a very interesting case. All the right cutouts, fits very well, and again adds no bulk to the phone at all and almost no weight. The second thing is even more interesting. Right here at the edge is what looks like a stylus. Let me take it out. But it turns out to be, it's a pin, yes, for your SIM card. Remember, every single time these new phones, these mini and micro SIM cards, the problem is always that you have to find the right pin. It's somewhere in the box of the phone, and sometimes you can't find it. You can't change the SIM. This one comes with it built in. Isn't that intelligent? Well, it is intelligent except for one thing. The hole that is left is actually the audio jack, which means every single time you'll use the headphone, you could lose this pin. So I don't know whether it's an amazing intelligent thing to do or somewhere where they should have had a second space for it. Let's take a further look at the P6.
A supermodel with the world's thinnest waistline has made its way to the Cellguru studio. A smooth, flawless back and a body that is sleek and slim. No, we are not talking about a model from the latest edition of Vogue. Cellguru is still all about technology, and this week we are walking the ramp with the latest size 0 phone. Presenting the Huawei Ascend P6, and at 6.18mm, this is the slimmest phone ever. At the first glance, the white casing and the metallic side rims may just remind you of the iPhone. We compared the two and found a certain degree of resemblance. But even then, the Huawei is a good looker and fits well in the premium category. A very thin bezel, it has a 4.7-inch Gorilla Glass screen with 720p display. Besides brightness, even the color temperature of the screen can be controlled. There is a gloves mode to operate the phone while wearing gloves. The phone runs on the Android 4.2 operating system, but Huawei has layered it with the Emotions UI, which is what sets this Android apart from the numerous others. To begin with, there is no separate app drawer. Now, all the apps can be accessed by swiping across the home screen itself. You can add up to 9 screens, and there are several transition effects that you can choose from to move from one to the other. Apps have also been neatly organized in individual folders. For instance, there's the phone management folder that has a permission app. This prevents malicious apps from affecting your phone. The power manager monitors your phone battery, sharing details of the power left under different conditions. Similarly, there's a tools folder and a separate folder for Google Apps. The keypad has a useful tweak as well. Instead of shuffling through the alphabets and the numeric keypad, just swipe down to get the special characters or numbers while still on the alphabets page. We have seen this in previous Huawei phones as well. To change the phone profile, there's an intuitive dial that pops up. Scroll to the meeting, sleep, outdoor or normal mode to set it up. If you have too many apps opened up, the multitasking key has a cleanup feature as well that closes all the apps, freeing up some very precious memory. At the back is an 8-megapixel clicker packing in some smart add-ons, effects and even color modes. The picture quality is good, but what impressed us more was the 5-megapixel front camera that also includes beauty level to enhance portraits. The photo gallery has been modified as well. You can categorize pictures according to albums, time, location or even people, where it recognizes faces, grouping them together. Using an Airtel 3G card, we got great results on uploads and downloads. Video conferencing on Skype had no issues either, and all the HD videos on YouTube played without fuss and without a hitch on the screen. The Ascend P6 packs 2GB RAM and supports a micro SD card up to 32GB. There's a 1.5 GHz quad-core processor giving it all the might. It has a non-removable 2000 mAh battery which drains out quite fast. The phone also tends to heat up after continuous usage. The Cellguru verdict: the Huawei Ascend P6 is a good choice for those who are looking for a phone beyond the run-of-the-mill droids. With many tweaks and add-ons in it, the lean beauty packs in some serious brains as well. But the most critical aspect, the price, is yet to be announced. Around 27,000 would be a great price, but going by the dollar rate, this may see some fluctuations.